names. Okay, names list. So I'm gonna have some names like this. Okay, Mike. Okay, and here it is a list. It is a list. For example, in a variable we have learned we can store only one value, but in list we can store multiple values like this. So whenever you need it in your programs, and you can call it like this. For example, the first one is going to indicate GL. So I'm going to execute this program. I saved my script on my desktop. My script name is program.py, and you can see it's going to print out my name. So you can access why it's index. So the one is going to indicate the second one. As I said before, I have already taught you this concept. In programming, things starts at 0, or list starts at 0. 0 means 1. Okay, in programming world, whenever you see access the 0 index, that means accessing the first index of an element. So that kinds of weird things you have to learn about it. So the third things is gonna be 2. For example, if I want to access Mike, I have to type 2 over here, and well, screwed up things. Okay, and if I run this, it's going to return that name. So like that, if you want to change anything in list, so I think it's better to copy this. I already have a great things to save some time. So basically I want to save some time, so it has some foot names in it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to access the number 2 is going to be Charlie. Okay, so if you want to change the name of specific thing, like I'm gonna change names to, instead of Charlie, I'm gonna give you my name. Okay, now if I print out 2, what's gonna happen, it's gonna say GL. So if you want to print out the whole list, you can just leave it like this. It's gonna print out the whole list like this, and you can see in the list, or apple, banana, instead of Charlie, it's going to put GL in it. So this is how you can change the list. The next things I want to teach you is how to access value. Like the second things, you can access values like this. For example, if you want to print 1 from here, apple to everything, you can put like this. Okay, and if you execute it, it's going to skip the apple, and it's going to print out the rest of the data. So like that, you can end like this. For example, 1 2 3 like that. Okay, if I execute it, it's going to print out only banana and Charlie. It starts at 1, int at 3. It will print between these 2 parameters. Then I want to teach you how to check values. For example, we've learned what is if conditions. We already learned what is if conditions in a previous video. So I'm gonna check if apple apple, okay, apple in names. Okay, if apple in names, you have to say yes, it is exceed. Okay, otherwise you have to say no. Like I said before, programming is a kind of thing. Yes, it's exit. So I'm going to change a different name which is not exit in this array or list. It says no. Okay, so like that, if you want to check the length of the list, how many items exceeded in this list, you can use this method called len. I'm gonna say name. So if I execute this program, it's gonna say 7. There are 7 items in this list. Okay guys, this is the basic of list in Python. Like I said before, list is a special type of array. It's a special type of variable which contains multiple values in it. A variable, it's a bucket which contains some data. Like that, list, it's a special type of bucket which contains multiple data. You can access list items by using its index points. Index starts at 0. For example, if you want to start at 0, you can access it, and like that. And if you want to split if you want to split, or if you want to split the data inside the list, you can use this method. And there's another thing I want to teach you is how to check the length. For example, there's a method in Python called len. Now if you're going to print out these things, it's going to say 7. There are 7 objects exit in this program. Like that you can, if you want to change some name in it, if you want to change the data, you can just say I'm going to change the apple to different things. So I'm going to say apple to GL. Okay, so now if you print out the list, the whole list, if you just leave it like this, it's going to print the whole list. The data will be changed, and if you want to check if a specific data is exit, you can type if and the name of the object. So I'm going to say banana in names, do this. Okay, yes, and it's going to say yes. So if you want to write the is content, so this is all about the basic things. And you can see, yes, it's also print the whole list, because I also tried to print the whole list after this if condition. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video. In the next video, I'm going to teach you some more list functions and methods in it.